Oh, I have to say
So,
this.
hey, Omada
Sorry.
heads. I'm Lucy, and Omada is allowed today. I will have the pleasure to interview Faltu, singer, founder, guitarist for Pirates in Black. So,
Yes.
welcome, Falo. Thanks for the interview. And my first question is: the new single "Money Slaves" was
Mhm.
released around 2 weeks ago, and how has been the feedback for the track so far?
Quite good, actually. Most of the guys who gave us feedback said, well, the sound is really heavy, and some of them even said it sounds even better than when we play it on stage, which is a little bit annoying actually.
Of course.
But yes, but it's great. The feedback is great. The track is we have lots of views already on the YouTube video, and it's going to listen to on Spotify and so on. So the feedback is quite good, and we ourselves are very satisfied with it also, because the sound is really blasting,
Wow,
I would
nice.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So, the new album called Money Slaves as well
Okay. Hmm.
will be released on June 16th.
Hmm.
That is one day after the premiere of this interview. So,
Okay.
which are your expectations about the release of the album and what can we expect?
Okay, my expectations. I'm a pirate. I want to be rich and and even richer. I hope it's gonna sell a million times. No, that's of course that will not happen. That will not happen. But of course
Let's
we
be optimistic.
yeah, I'm quite optimistic. Anyhow, I'm quite optimistic. We hope that those people who buy it and those people who listen to it, that they really like it, because it's as the first album also, it's quite what can I say, diverse. It's not every track is not sounding the same, but there are many very different tracks on it. And of course, we hope everybody likes it. And yes. And what was the second part of the question? The first thing was,
Yeah.
what do we expect?
Which are your expectations about the
Mhm.
release of the
Mhm.
album and what can we expect?
You can, okay, yeah, you can expect. Can I show it? You can expect this one.
Aha.
I have it for the camera. It looks like this on the inside, and it looks like this on the back side. And how it sounds, you have to listen to it.
Yeah.
But you can expect 10 songs, which are, as I already said, quite
Hmm.
different each other. Um, it's quite heavy, I would say. It's more heavy than the first album that we had.
Hmm.
It's also due to the sound. The producer was Ralf Kappmeier as for the first album, but this time he made all the recordings also. And as it turned out to be a little bit heavier than the last one. It's
Yeah.
more guitar driven, and I would also say the vocals are a little bit more. What can I say? Present or rough? I'm not quite sure. I know that you have listened to it also, so maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm interested in what you think about it. But it's a very interesting album, and it's very good to just listen to it from the start to the end. It's not boring.
No, not at all. So what I can
It's the
speak a
opposite
little
of
bit to
boring.
what
Mm,
I've
mm,
listened, and I think it's heavier as you told. It
mm,
sounds really heavier, and I like that. I think the focus is on the guitars as well,
mm.
and I remember that some songs they have like some other. It's another vibe for some
Okay.
songs. They are. It's a diverse album, I could say.
Mm,
So it's
yeah.
it's really interesting. It's
Mm.
really interesting.
Do
Yeah.
we have time to speak about single songs, or is this one of the
Yeah,
next
that's
questions?
one
Oh,
of the
yeah.
questions
Okay.
actually. So just
Okay.
wait a little bit. So,
Okay. I'm waiting.
yeah. So maybe we can do it right now. So could
Mm,
you highlight some of the tracks of Money Slaves album,
mm,
and
of
which
course.
ones are your favorites and why? So just go.
Okay. I can highlight some of them. It's a little bit difficult because I like every song on it very much. But of course, the title track is a highlight. It's a song about crazy investment banking guys who are trying to get richer and richer and don't care about anything else. And in fact, they're just slaves to the money. So that's quite nice song, and the idea to this song came from a friend of mine who's he's not a banker, but he's very much into business things, and he told me, "Hey, Olaf, my real name is Olaf. I'm
Yeah,
Falo Faltu,
yeah,
but
yeah,
my name is
yeah,
Olaf.
yeah.
Olaf, you have to make a song which is called Money Slaves." I said, "Okay, good idea," and I had to think about it, and that's the song which came out of it. And we play the song already since a few years. It
Oh,
was a long time. It was the opener on stage, and yeah, that's a very good song. But there are other songs, of course. One song which is very emotional for me. It's in fact in two versions on the album is "Shipwrecked." It's a song about my mother who died in December 2018,
oh.
and it's like yeah, it's a way for me to cope with it, but
Mm-hmm.
it took a long time for me to cope with it, and it took a long time since I was able to write a song about it, because it was quite a very tough moment for me and also for the whole family. And so this song is on the album, and one version is a kind of rock ballad, I would say
Okay.
rock ballad. It's heavy, and the other version is totally acoustic with guitars, and I
Oh,
play a little a Greek instrument. It's like a small bouzouki. It's
oh,
called baglamas, and my mother, she loved the ocean, the sea, and she loved to be in the south of Europe and so on. So I think if she hears it somewhere in heaven, I don't know, she will really like it.
yeah.
So that's a very special song for me.
Okay.
Um, which song do I like most? Actually it varies from time to time. I listen to
Okay.
the album. Of course, I listen to the album the whole day long right now, and I'm not getting sick of it. But one of the songs I really like is "Blood and Rain," which is the second song on the album.
Okay.
It's a fast song, and it's like it's a little bit more modern, like the other ones, and than the other ones. And I'm a fan of Black Label Society, and it's a little bit. It has a little bit Black Label Society touch, I
Ah,
would say. So
okay.
that's a song I really like. The other song, the first song of the album, Backslide, speaks for itself. Something we all like to do. And another song, "Roll It," is it's very groovy, heavy rock number, a little bit like Black Sabbath, maybe, I don't know, but
Okay. Yeah.
it's going into this direction.
Mm-hmm.
And we will have a video of "Roll It" on the day of the
Ah,
release of the album. We will release this video too.
oh,
So
great.
the day after this is broadcasted, there will be a new video called "Roll It," and it's a little bit different also, because it's not exactly what the song is about, but it gives it some kind of maybe a second meaning or something like this.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
It's quite dark.
Okay.
It's about what I it's a little bit about black masses, and so I think you would
Mm-hmm.
like it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I think so.
I'm
Okay.
looking forward it
Yeah, of
already.
course. Other songs. Okay, there's another song I really like, which is totally different to all the others, which is called "Dusty Road," or "Dusty Road." Yeah, "Dusty Road."
Ah,
Dusty
yeah.
Roads. Yes, which is a acoustic song also. It's a little bit like a cowboy on the campfire song, and I remember that I played the guitar in the studio, not only the acoustic guitar, which is the rhythm guitar, but also those fill-ins on a Western guitar. And it's really, if I listen to this and these fill-ins are setting in, it gives me goosebumps still when I listen to it. So it's that's a really nice song too. What is also special about the album, we have different. Oh, I have a another very good song, very important song for me is the song about Lemmy Kilmister, which I
Oh.
wrote the day after Lemmy died. I wrote that song, and I also recorded a video on this about the song 2 days after he died. So it's a quite old song, but it was not on the first album, so we decided to put it on this album
Okay.
because it's well, it's Lemmy was a very, very special person, not only to me, but I think to many of hard rock fans and hard rock musicians. Not only because of his music, but because of his lifestyle and his. He was always a straightforward guy. He was not like, oh, I have to think about what. He was always like direct, and he confronted others with the way he was thinking. But he was not an asshole. He was like he was a very handsome guy, and he was really cool. And he lived his
Mm-hmm.
life, and that's a thing we all should do, one way or the
Mm-hmm.
other, actually. So
Mm-hmm.
this song is a very special one, and yes. Do you have any song about of the on the album which you would like to know something about?
Oh, I don't remember the titles anymore, but
Okay.
you kind of explained me already the diversity. And I
Mhm.
remember when I listened to it that I had this constant feeling of this now that you explained the tracks, now I can understand, why you told, oh, it sounds a little bit as Black Sabbath, and this one reminds it was written for Lemmy, and so
Mhm.
forth, because now I can understand
Okay.
why the vibe of the album was so quite different and special,
Mhm.
so
Okay.
yeah, you kind of explain it already, and now I can understand, you know
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So the next question is related to this composing process.
Okay.
So first of all, why do you guys choose the Pirates style
Mhm.
as a style for live performances and also for the sound of the band? That's
Mhm.
what is really clear on the first album. And does it restrict you somehow on your composing process?
Okay. I'm sorry, but the connection was a little bit interrupted, so I
Okay.
didn't got the first part of the question. Can you ask it
Okay.
again?
Yeah.
Because I
No
missed some
problem.
parts. Okay.
Why do you guys choose the Pirates as a style for
Mhm.
live performances and
Okay.
also for the sound of the band as we have it on the first album? And does it restrict you somehow on your composing process?
No, actually not. The composing process is quite simple, I would say. The composing process, in 99% of the cases, it's like I'm walking around or driving in my car or having a shower or something like that, and suddenly a melody, a guitar melody, gets into my mind. Most of the time, these are guitar riffs, and then I have to hurry to the computer and turn it on and just do. I have to just I play it in just because 10 minutes later I will forget it. So
Yeah,
I
okay,
just
okay,
play it in,
okay.
and so I have a whole bunch of riffs and ideas. And if I have time and if I have the right mood for it, then I work on that. Most of the time, I make the music first.
Mhm,
I have a kind of tool here as most of musicians have probably,
mhm.
where I can fill in drums and I can play the bass also. And so, first of all, I make the music, and then I think about what would the song be about. Then
Okay.
I write the words, which are then added on later on. So it's I don't I never think about how will it sound on stage, because this was a question when I got it right. I never
Yeah.
think how will it sound later on, because it always sounds like my writing. It's of
Yeah.
course I'm not writing the same song all the time again and again,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
different songs. But it's still my song, and we try to get these songs on stage as actually
Uh-huh.
the mostly in really the way I wrote it. Um, but I have to admit that, of course, the other guys of the band they have their own ideas. And when I come into the rehearsal room, then I play the song for them, and then they listen to it and they say, "Well, could we say this part? Maybe we play a half-time part in that part, or maybe we could double the track on that part, or maybe we
Mhm.
should change the chords or something like this." So it's still a work in progress. I have an idea, I record it, and then we go to the rehearsal room, and then we work on it. And
Mhm.
after that, the song sounds still the same as I wrote it.
Yeah.
Not always, no.
Because
Because
I'm
I'm
the
the
boss,
captain.
you know.
I'm the captain. No, yes. I say, well, that's a great idea. Forget it.
Of course, I know it's just a joke. I hope so.
It's a joke.
But
It's a
yeah.
joke. Well, I know that my friends, they will be laughing out loud on
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
that.
Yeah, this question came in my mind because you guys, you addressed are pirates
Okay, it's
all
true.
the time, you know.
Mhm.
And on the first album, some songs and actually some videos that I have watched from you, uh this it sounds like a pirate sound.
Okay,
I mean, you
okay.
know, so that's
Like
why
pirate rock.
I was thinking that maybe okay,
Mhm.
maybe at the composing process they would stick like okay, we should sound as pirates, but it's really
Mhm.
clear on with this new album that you are not,
Yeah.
you know.
The idea of pirates in black, the idea, it's a kind of a common misunderstanding about the band, and it was when the album was released, we had a PR agency and they misunderstood it also. So
Ah,
I have the
okay.
chance now to make it clear.
Okay.
We are not calling us pirates because of we want to sound like a pirate rock band like Orden Ogan or something like this, or
Okay.
which is the other one? I forget it. It's not like we want to make pirate rock as a
Ah,
genre.
okay.
The idea behind the idea behind being a pirate is just to do what you want, and you don't care
Ah,
about anything else. We don't have to sound like this guy, or we have to sound like that guy. We don't
okay.
have to make songs that are commercially or whatsoever. We just play the music that we like, and that's also a reason maybe that this album is quite different. The songs are very different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we are fixed into one genre, but we just play what we like, and try to make the best out of it. And we don't care about other people who says, well, you have to do it more like this way, or you have to do it more like this way. That's what the pirate does also.
Yeah, okay,
And
great.
the other thing is also that I'm a sailor, and that's the connection to water and sea.
So,
So pirate
mhm.
pirates in black
Ah,
is that's the idea about being a pirate. So we don't have to sound like pirate rock, and it does not. Uh, uh,
it's not a
uh,
style that
yeah,
you
yeah,
are following. Okay. All
yes.
right.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Very good.
And
Well,
it's on the first album. There were quite a few songs about pirates. Actually, "Pirates in Black," for example, was the title track, and
yeah.
the song about Ahab, the whaler.
Mm-hmm.
And on this album, there's actually only one song really connected
Mm-hmm.
to In the Sea, which is "Shipwrecked," which I already talked about
Mm-hmm.
for my mother. But I know that on the next album, which is
Ah,
still in my mind, there will be another song about piracy, and I,
okay.
I used to stay in Thailand at with family for on this December and Silvester, and Thailand used to be called Siam in older times. And
Mm-hmm.
we went to a place where those old castles were, old ruins actually. And everybody who was walking around, he could dress like old Siamese people. So we had this dress on, and I was sitting on a throne and looking like I was looking like the king of Siam. So
Oh.
this will be a song of
Oh,
how the
nice.
pirate is getting the king of Siam. That's the idea about it. I will write. The music is already ready,
Oh, okay.
but I
Yeah.
have to find the right words first.
The lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics. Yes. Mm.
Okay, cool. So we're speaking about both albums. So could you compare them? The first debut
Um,
album and with Money Slays.
yeah, it's well, the first album was not that heavy. That's I think that's the best way to compare them. And but it was also quite diverse. It had also different songs and different styles on it. Um, but of course, when it's like the first album was 2019, then this Corona disease came and everything went
Mm-hmm.
down, So it took a little bit more time to make the next album. But of course, you play and you learn and you have new ideas. So the new album it's a little bit modern, I would say. But on the other hand, it has also songs like an old Black Sabbath song. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's modern, but Judas Priest, for example, they play the songs like they played it in the 80s. So they're still modern.
Okay. Yeah. 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 For
Mhm.
sure. Good. So merciless, lawless, heavy rock.
Yeah.
It's Paris in Black's tagline.
Mhm.
So who had the idea for it?
Of course, me. Yes, but it's really it's like that's what but it stands for piracy actually. Merciless, lawless. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And
yeah.
then you keep using it
Heavy rock.
as,
Yeah,
yeah.
merciless, lawless, heavy rock. That's like no mercy and no laws. That's the idea behind being a pirate.
Okay. Good. And which are Pirate in Black's plans for the future? Any scheduled gigs or
Mm.
a new album?
Okay. Yeah, of course we get very rich with the album. No, we try. Of course, the main target actually is someday to be playing Wacken. At least one
Ah,
time in my life, I want to play Wacken. I don't know, maybe only in a tent. I don't care, but if we get this,
just
then
be
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
that's the goal actually. But it's quite far away now. But we want to play some festivals, some open airs if it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that the new album is helping us to get some of those gigs. Um, we will have a album release party, not at the release day, but after the
Ah,
summer holidays here in this part of Germany, which will be at the 11th of August. If you
ah.
like, you're invited. It's quite
Okay,
an easy name.
maybe this time I
It's
can.
in Wuppertal. It's in Wuppertal. I know
Yeah,
you know
Wuppertal.
Wuppertal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. There
Wuppertal.
is a train
So
that goes from
yeah,
here to
there's
there.
a train. That's true. There's a train going from there to there. And you're very welcome.
Thank you.
This is the next gig. Then we have another one in a small bar, but this bar is always very crowded when you're playing there, so it's going to be very much fun. And that's it by now. But I hope we have some more gigs
Okay.
and some more opportunities.
All right. Good. So, now which are your main metal rock influences as a musician singer?
Mm, okay. Yes, Ozzy Osbourne is one of my is Ozzy Osbourne is my favorite singer.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very a big fan also of Black Label Society and Zach Wild as a guitarist and as a singer also, because I think Zach Wild is a very good singer too, actually, and
Yeah.
a very good rock singer. And he has really good ballads. Also, many people only think he's just a wild guy, but if you listen to his ballads, he's really touching,
Yeah.
and so I like him very much. But of course, all the other things like I was a huge Deep Purple fan. AC/DC is one of my all-time favorite band. I think from the first 6 albums, I can play every song of
Oh,
AC/DC. Yes,
wow.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
because it's the way. That's the reason why I learned to play guitar.
Okay.
I listened to Hell's Bells, and it has this beginning, bam, 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 bam. It's the beginning of Hell's Bells, and I just took my father has an old concert guitar, and I just grabbed that guitar and I tuned it. I don't know how. I just tuned it
Uh-huh.
wrong, of course, and I tried to play this da 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 da, and I did this for 3 or 4 or 5 hours, and then it was getting on my father's nerves.
Yeah.
And he showed me to tune the guitar, and he showed me some of the chords. And then I was playing chords to AC/DC music for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought it was time to get some lessons. And after one more year, the guitar teacher told me there's nothing he can tell me now anymore because
Yeah.
like he's finished. And
Yeah.
that's the reason why I play guitar. Actually, AC/DC is the reason.
Okay.
And so this is a strong influence. I also listen to modern bands and all kind of stuff. I'm quite flexible.
Okay. All right.
And the other guys, we are a quite old band. As the band is not very old, but the people in
Mm-hmm.
the band are not the young. I'm the youngest one, and I'm 56, and I'm the youngest part of the
The
group.
youngest. Yeah. Okay. Good.
But I'm the captain. That's
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And yeah, and two of the other guys are already grandfathers. So
Oh,
if this
lovely.
Pirates in Black is not suitable anymore, then I call it pirate and the grandfathers in black. I call it in a few years.
No, no, no.
That's really old school rock.
Oh,
Grandfathers in
old
black.
school, old school. All right. So
Okay.
now I have a situation for you.
Okay.
Suppose you were a bad guy, got in trouble, and had life
Mm.
imprisonment as a sentence, and you can have nothing with you but 3 albums that you can listen for the rest of your life because one
Mm.
of the guards of the prison is a nice guy and gave you them as a gift. So,
Okay.
which albums would you choose?
Okay. Of course, my own albums. But if I had to choose, I would
Only
choose the new
three.
one.
Only
Yeah,
three.
okay, but I choose more as one of them, of course, because I have listened to Pirates in Black, of course. But
Yeah.
one album will surprise you. Maybe you know it, probably not. It's called the band is called I Mother Earth. Did you ever heard about
Okay.
them? I
No.
Mother Earth. They're a Canadian band, and they are playing right now again, but they were quite common in the beginning of the 19s, and they made one album which is called Dirt.
Okay.
And when I bought this album in the early 90s, it was like 92 or 93, I listened to this album from the morning to the evening, 2 or 3 years,
Oh,
all day long in my car at home.
wow.
And this album is it's not it's even not a really heavy metal. It's not a hard rock album. But it's very guitar driven, and it's
Okay.
like it's so interesting, and the sound is so like I don't know. I love this album. So if I have to stick with just one album, I would take this one actually,
Okay. All right.
because it's like I can still hear it today. It was never getting boring. So, and
Oh, that's great.
that's the main important thing if you have to listen to the same album again and again.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is I Mother Earth and Mother Slaves, and okay, I have to think about the third one. I would say Power Age from AC/DC,
All right.
because I
Okay.
think that's the best album. AC/DC made great albums, but it's for me, it's really the best album. Power Age I can listen to for hours and hours and again and again and again,
Okay.
because
Good
it's like
choices.
that's really really cool.
All
Yeah,
right.
Bon Scott at
Okay.
its best.
I'm sorry. So to finish our interview, we have
Uh-huh.
4 minutes. So would you
Okay.
like to leave a message to your fans who are watching us?
Sorry, would you?
Would you
Connection was
like to leave a message to your fans who are watching us?
okay. Yes, I hope some Pirates and Black fans are watching us sooner or later, because it's on YouTube. You can watch it in 2 years or
Always.
3 years. No, anyway,
Yeah.
thank you very much for listening to your music. Thank you very much that you come to our concerts. And thank you for all your support. And thank you for being such nice guys. And for all the love you give to us. It's a little
Okay.
bit like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know, but yes,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you, guys.
sweet. It's from your
We love
heart.
you.
It's great.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you
Mhm.
for the interview once more. Okay. Thank you all for
You're
watching
welcome.
us and stay heavy.
Stay heavy.